What's going on, guys? Lab TCG. In today's video, we're going to be going over exactly how I get ready to go to a card show as a buyer, whether that be a local show, a big show like a Collecticon, front row card show, or a national, all that good stuff. So we're going to be going over tons of tips on how you can make the best deals and decisions possible, save the most money, and have fun while doing so. So without further ado, let's jump right into these tips. So for tip number one, and this is probably the absolutely most important tip on this whole entire video, is to know what you want before you go to the show. You guys are going to want to make a list, whether it be the notes on your phone, some screenshots, something in the collector app. You're going to want to know what cards, what sealed product, what promos, what slabs you guys are looking for, all that stuff. You want to have a general idea before you walk into the show. So once you have a list of all the cards or the products or the graded cards you are looking for, you're then going to want to go on the sites like TCG Player, eBay, Collector App, Card Ladder, whatever you use to comp your cards. Go on at least 2 to 3 of them just to make sure the comp is correct, but you're also going to want to put the price range and what that card goes for right next to the card in your list, preferably the night before, because right now the market is super volatile and you never know if prices are going to change overnight, because right now things are spiking up and going down really fast. So you don't want to comp too early, like a week before, because that's way too early. So I would suggest within 24 to 48 hours, preferably the night before or the morning of, do all your comps, and next to the cards you want, put that price range, so when you do go up to the show and you do go to a vendor, you have a general idea if his sticker is really high or really low. Maybe you guys could snag a deal, just buy it for sticker and you got yourself a good deal and you won't even have to haggle. So for tip number 2, it's going to be to bring cash and bring small bills. So when you guys do bring cash to the show, a lot of vendors, they do prefer to have cash, and they will cut you a better deal if you go in there with hard cold cash as opposed to sending them virtual like Venmo or Cash App or Zelle or PayPal or whatever form of payment you guys have. The vendors will always prefer cash, and they probably will give you a better deal if you are willing to pay in cash. Plus, if you do have small bills, it's a lot easier to make deals that way, and you don't want to be fumbling around in your pockets and stuff like that. If you have exact change, it's easier to get the deal. And for tip number 3, guys, you don't want to buy from the very first table you see. Even though you're going to walk up and you're going to see that grail card you've been chasing the whole time, you're super excited, but trust me, there's going to be another vendor with the same card at the same show, whether it be a single or a slab, anything like that. Somebody's going to probably be able to have a better deal, or they're going to be willing to work with you a little bit more, or there might be even a better condition raw card or copy out there over the first table that you see. So you're going to want to take a full circle lap around the convention, get a good feel for it, see what other vendors are charging and what their sticker is on the same card you're looking for. Then if you feel like that first table had the absolute best deal and he could work with you, or the condition is just that good that you have to have it, then come back to the first table and make that deal. But I would recommend not going to the first table and doing your due diligence and definitely taking a lap around the show. So for tip number 4, you want to go ahead and inspect every card you're going to buy, the front, the back, the centering, whether it's raw or whether it's slab, guys. Whether it's a PSA 10, 9, 8, doesn't matter. They're not created equally, and if you do your due diligence, you'll be able to find the best copy for the best price. Some PSA 10s do have white dots. Some PSA 10s are off-centered. So if you are going and chasing after your grail and you can get it for the same price as the other one, you always want to make sure you're getting the absolute best copy possible, because in the long run, for the true collector, somebody is going to say, hey, I don't want that card. I know it's a PSA 10, but it's super off-centered on the front or the back, or there's a bunch of white dots in the corners, and they're not going to want that card. So you want to make the best decision possible and inspect the card as best as you can when you go up to a vendor's table. So what I would recommend doing when you go up to the vendor's table, ask them nicely, hey, could I take a look at that card? And if the venue does not have good lighting, all you need to do, take out your phone, put the flashlight on, hold the card up, and run it over the front and back. Do the best thing that you can. Or if you're super anal about it, you could buy one of these. You could get a little blacklight pen just like this off Amazon. See that? I got this maybe for like $5 to $8, and this thing really does wonders. I'm not gonna lie. As soon as I got this, I know you're gonna look a little bit crazy when you walk up to somebody's booth. They might give you a funny look, but if you guys are buying a grail card that you've been chasing for a long time and it means a lot to you, and you're spending your hard-earned money, you have the right to do whatever the hell you want. So as soon as you shine a black light on the back of a card, if there's any white dots at all, immediately pops off the back. Sometimes I miss stuff, and then I bought cards, I came home, I used a pen, didn't even see the white dot. So this is just another thing that you guys could get. You would just go on Amazon and type in black light pen, and this should come right up. So for tip number 5, guys, it's going to be to negotiate respectfully with all vendors or anybody for that matter that you happen to meet over the weekend. So some good phrases you guys could use when trying to negotiate respectfully with a vendor would be, hey, you have any wiggle room on that? Or you could say, hey, what about if I did all cash? Or my personal favorite, hey, if I take multiples, can we work a bundle deal? And you never want to lowball a vendor right off the bat because they are going to remember you, and they might not even want to make a deal with you in the first place if you just go in there and you want a $100 card and you offer them 20 bucks. Typically, vendors are paying anywhere from 70 to 80% on cards when they take them in, sometimes as low as 60%, sometimes as high as 90%, and you have no idea what that vendor is in on that card for. Maybe they bought it when it was worth 500 and it came down to 400 and they don't really have a lot of room. Maybe that vendor bought the card for $100 raw and he graded it and now it's worth 500 and he has a ton of room, and you're going to offer him all cash or a really good trade and he does have a lot of room. So try your best to be polite and treat them human. Do not lowball right off the bat. Go back and forth and you'll come to a good deal. So for tip number 6, if you guys are going to a bigger, longer show, you're definitely going to want to wear your good shoes, because if you're walking around all day on that venue floor, it gets really hot in there. The floor is hard. Your back's going to start hurting. Your neck is going to hurt because you're looking down at the tables the whole time. So make sure that you wear good shoes. Make sure that you bring a water bottle or two if the venue does let you bring them in, because they're going to probably charge you $7 a piece. Also, you're probably going to get hungry, so make sure you eat a good breakfast before you go to a show, and you're probably going to want to bring some snacks in your bag, like a protein bar or a bag of nuts or something like that. Also, if you guys are going to be at a show all day, make sure you bring a portable charger, whether it be for your phone or your camera, because you're probably going to be recording everything you see, taking pictures, comping cards all day, and you're going to need that extra battery life. And if I didn't bring a portable battery every time I went to a show, my phone and my camera would both be dead halfway through the show. And for tip number 7, don't be afraid to walk away from a deal. Guys, if you do not feel good about it, if you don't feel confident, if you're not happy with the deal, there's absolutely nothing wrong with walking away. Whether the vendor says it's not a standing deal, that's cool. There's 1,000 other vendors in the venue. Unless it's a one-of-one grail, maybe stay there. But for the most part, guys, no deal is final. Does not matter what you said or what he said. It's okay to walk away from a deal if you're not truly happy, if you're having second thoughts, if you guys are spending more money than you really should, or you're trading in a card that has sentimental value, or your old chase or something like that, and you just don't feel good in your heart that you're getting rid of this stuff. Even though there's this new shiny thing in front of you, it's absolutely okay to walk away from the deal. And as soon as you walk away, I guarantee the vendor is going to forget about you in about 5 minutes, and he's going to be on to the next deal. And in about 5 minutes, you're also going to be much happier that you left and you didn't make a deal that you were going to be unsatisfied with. So for today's last tip, guys, it's going to be to network like crazy whenever you go to a card show, whether it be with the vendors or the cool friends you meet along the way. You're going to want to exchange your Instagram handles or maybe even your phone numbers, because in the future, you're going to go to another show, you're going to do more deals with these vendors, and if they remember you and you guys were cool and you follow each other online, you're more likely to get a better deal the next time that you do go to a show. Or maybe you do meet somebody and they have a Japanese supplier and you need boxes and they can help you out. And maybe, you have something that they need and you guys can help each other out. And it's a really beautiful thing when you meet people at a card show and you see them at the next show, or you guys are able to help each other out online, whether that be with singles or just keeping in touch, or maybe you have a PSA slab and you're not sure if it's real, but the guy that you met at the show, he's legit and he would know right away if that sealed product that you just got is fake or the slab is looking a little funky. So definitely highly recommend always being cool with everybody you meet and networking. So if you guys made it this far, I got one bonus tip for you. Always make sure you have sleeves and top loaders on you, because you never know when you're gonna go open some packs, and if you pull that good card and now you got to run around the show with a raw card, hey, anybody got sleeves, anybody got top loaders, that's not a good look, and you do not want to damage this card that you just pulled. Also, sometimes you buy a single from a vendor, and there are times where he may not even have an extra top loader for you, and now you have to walk around the show holding this thing in your hand, or you have to put it in the binder. But definitely always make sure that you have sleeves and top loaders on you at all time and in your car at all time, because you never know where you guys are going to be ripping packs. So that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it all the way to the end, hopefully some of these tips helped you, whether you're a veteran or new to the card space. I'll also be at Collecticon New Jersey this Sunday if you want to come up and say what's up, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon.